Hey guys, welcome back to KTTV. I am KT and this is Kindness, Timeless, Tunnel Vision. So today's episode we are going to talk about manifestation, one of my favorite topics to research, and I do this with new moons and full moon rituals, things like that. So I really do believe in being able to create a better life by creating better thoughts. So we're gonna get into all of this here now. Hey guys, I am here at this another amazing part of the river I love, and today's episode really is about manifestation, but I also want to talk about manifesting with your angels. There is an amazing book. If you really want to dive in deep, I think reading always gives you different perspectives than what other people's perspective was when they read the book, if that makes sense. So this book right here, love it, by Charles Virtue. And I know if you follow him or know him, you know his mother, Doreen Virtue, which I love her as well. So one of my favorite books. You can tell it's very read. I have cue cards on it. I've read it a couple times now. So some of the things I'm talking about today come from this book, so I want to give him every credit he deserves. I love this book, so thank you, Charles. But manifestation. So he says in the book, what is manifestation? Manifestation is an all-encompassing force, that analyzes four things. And these four things are thoughts, imagination or beliefs, reaction to surroundings, so your environment, and your personal sense of your happiness, the personal sense of, do you feel like you're worthy of the happiness you're trying to manifest? So that is basically manifestation, and it's an all-encompassing force. So I mean, for you science people out there, force is facts. So it is a force that recognizes your thoughts, your imagination, your surroundings, and what you like feel like you deserve, your beliefs on what you deserve. So that is what we're going to talk about today and kind of break that down some more. So when manifesting, like when I first started really diving in to my spirituality and really taking action, like I read a lot of different self-help books or spirituality books, but I didn't always apply them. I would read them, get the messages, but then once I read them, it kind of would fade from what I had already, epiphanized. Is that even a word? I don't know, I just made it up, but it is now epiphanized. So when I really started diving in was last summer, and I really started focusing on the moon energy and manifesting with moon energy and water manifestation. So really, a manifestation is putting your intentions behind something and understanding your belief system and your thoughts impact your reality. That's what I've learned a lot through this process. So a lot of what I coach to start off with is your thoughts. So how you talk to yourself, to kind of observe your thoughts for like 2 weeks, like really, and maybe even get a journal. I mean, this is something I did, and I just like started writing down when I was having a bad day or when I was feeling good, and I was noticing the change in my routine depending on the day I was having had a lot to do with that. So that's why a lot of the time, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't already, that'd be awesome. If you did, there'll be a link below in this video to get there. But a lot of the time I preach on my Instagram that our daily habits and choices and thoughts are what create our realities. And it's so true. I used to feel and be in a place where I felt I was unworthy, unloved, always seeking acceptance, always wanting to be liked, always wanting to be like, hey, I'm here, like, please like me, like almost that needy energy. So when I started to recognize my repetitive thoughts and what I was saying to myself, I started to think like, I started to think that like, hey, I wouldn't be saying this to a friend of mine. I wouldn't be saying this to my best friend. I definitely wouldn't be saying this to people I care about. So why am I saying such negative things to myself? So that is when the process began, and I became more aware of how negative I actually was to myself. And that is the first step in the manifestation process. Manifesting is thoughts, imagination, environment, and what you believe you deserve. So to manifest, your thoughts have to align with your goals. So what I did to really start manifesting and creating the life I'm living now, which I'm realizing this every day, and it's a beautiful thing, and I'm just in awe of when you focus on something and you set your intentions and you put it to action, what you can achieve and manifest. So first off, I want you to take action on understanding how you speak to yourself. Is it kind or is it self-sabotaging? I usually am a self-sabotager. When I think things are going too well, I will begin to sabotage, and old patterns and old behaviors start to pop up. And I'm actually now realizing that that's me starting to self-sabotage because I feel like I don't deserve what I'm manifesting. But by acknowledging that, you can kind of revert that and then continue to maintain a higher vibration, because that's a lot of what manifestation is maintaining high vibrational energy consistently so that you can manifest that into your reality. So I'm sitting on this rock. I forgot my pillow, so hold on. Let me rearrange the booty cheeks. Okay. So with that, God, I lost where I was going with that. It's such a beautiful day out, but I'll just continue on with what else I want to say. So note, and I like this, and this says it, and he says it, Charles says it in the book of Manifesting with the Angels, this guy right here. He says, if we spend too much time focusing on fearful things, so if we spend too much time focusing on fearful things, just saying, what you focus on expands. So if you spend too much time focusing on fearful things, your subconscious programming will begin to believe and focus on a world full of suffering and fear. So does that make sense? So what I'm trying to say here, and what I was trying to get out there was, what you focus on expands. So if you're constantly focused on fear, negativity, all the chaos in this world, you're going to see more of that. That will become your reality, because that is all you're focusing on. So our thoughts and what we focus on are powerful. Our imagination is powerful. Our beliefs, our environment. So those are like the 4 things to manifestation. You can go either way. You can manifest bad in your life. You can manifest good in your life. I've definitely manifested a lot of interesting experiences in my life, okay? So I'm trying to be on the more positive polarity of things and start manifesting things more intentionally, because we can unintentionally manifest something by just worrying too much about it. Or we could block our blessings as well by worrying too much too, because that'll lower our vibration. See, the key is to keep in balance and maintain a vibrational energy that allows abundance to come into your life and manifest, so that then changes your reality. And it all starts with our thoughts and what we tell ourselves, what we believe we deserve. Then it's our environment, our daily habits, people we hang around, where we choose to spend our energy, honestly. So I thought that was a mind blower, that if we spend too much time focusing on fearful things, it subconsciously programs us to believe in and focus on a world full of fear and suffering. And I feel like that dictates so well right now to the world that we're living in. And a lot of people are lost in the chaos and the injustice that's going on in this world. So the more we focus on that, I know it seems like kind of ignorant not to know about it, but also when you focus too much of your energy on it, you're only making it worse in a way. You're only feeding that energy. So to really help the world even, we need to look within ourselves and look at how we can change our own belief patterns, because we are a collective consciousness. And that's why the collective consciousness, most of us are focused on the chaos of this world. And so we are seeing and creating more chaos, not even understanding that that's what, as a collective conscious, we are choosing. So it's mind-blowing, right? So Charles states that when we live our lives thinking that these sorts of tragic situations are normal, just life, right? They're normal, just life. We literally use our thoughts to keep creating that reality. So I'm going to read that again. That's mind-blowing to me. Charles states that when we live our lives thinking that these sorts of tragic situations are normal, it's just life, we literally use our thoughts, those thoughts, to help create that reality. So I feel like the more we focus less on the media and things like that, or focus less on things that you cannot control. Focus on things you can control, which is what you put in your body, how you take care of yourself, how you support your immune system, how you talk to yourself, because the more you're healed, the more you're going to come off and radiate kindness and compassion. Whereas if you're angry, like a past pattern that I've had come up, you turn into somebody, I don't know, for me, I don't like when I get angry. I don't like when I lose my temper. I don't like when I'm super reactive, because that is part of the old me, the old programming, the old autopilot version of myself. And a lot of the time, when I pop off or lose my temper, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Looking back now, all the times I used to pop off, it's not worth it. And even recently, which was a good lesson for myself, and I did learn a lot from that, and how I was out of alignment with my true self. But at the same time, it's a process, and it's up and down. And those times, you can either take them as lessons or be the victim. And it was just interesting. I don't like when I let other people's energy affect my own energy. And as an empath, it's easy to absorb other people's energy, especially when you go out in public a lot, or not a lot. Like, I don't go out a lot. And then when I am around a lot of different energy, I'm not used to my container. And so I usually tend to drink to understand where my energy is compared to others' energy. And then that can always turn out where my mouth will pop off a little bit louder because I've been drinking. So they're all lessons. It's all a journey. And I'm learning to not beat myself up when I have those old patterns resurface, because it is showing me that it's something I still need to heal. And with that, like, it's a process. Give yourself grace. We're not going to just become, master manifestors overnight. This takes time, and our programming since we were little has been to compare ourselves to each other, to look out for ourselves, to not eat the healthiest things, to not do the healthiest habits. So our programming is, that's a lot of what this is too. It's rewiring certain habits and patterns and past patterns that were no longer serving you. And now you're rewiring these new habits and new ideas and new belief systems so that they do benefit you, so you can manifest a beautiful life, because we all have free will to be able to do that. That's a beautiful thing about free will and freedom. And I am so grateful for both those things, that by playing into the fear mentality, we are really dishonoring all the people that fought for us and our freedoms today. So that was a tangent. So let me get back to what I want to talk about. So manifesting is a lot like prayer. Yes, manifesting is a lot like prayer. It's sending your energy and setting your intentions. So when I manifest, it's basically I'm talking to my angels, I'm praying to the universe, and I just do it differently than going to church. So that is me setting my intentions to my goals. So whatever that might be for you, or what you think about the most will manifest. So make sure your thoughts, again, are positive and productive thoughts. And every time you have a thought that is counterproductive to where you're trying to go, you literally stop it in its tracks right there and combat it with a positive thought. So if you're like, God, you're an idiot for that, or whatever, you say, no, this is a learning lesson. I should have done it this way. And that's how you combat that. Everything's a lesson, the way we talk to ourselves. I'm not perfect. I still have my moments where I'm like, I'm fat, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just, those are moments to realign yourself and understand where your thinking's at. And honestly, if you watch where your thinking is at compared to your emotional energy, you'll start to see a difference when you feel good and when you're out of alignment. And that's where I'm at in my journey right now. So manifesting. You literally, with manifesting, you're working on improving your life through your thoughts. That's what manifestation is. Improving your life through your thoughts. So those 4 things again. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your environment create your reality. Okay? So what you believe you deserve then creates your reality. So when you start to take note of your thoughts, your beliefs, and your environment, and how that is benefiting where you're trying to be or who you're trying to become. Is it benefiting you or is it hindering your process? So it's really about acknowledging where you are in the process and how your thoughts are lining up with your actual goals and dreams and where you're trying to get to. So you will notice a shift in your energy depending on these things. Yes, like I just said. So once you understand your thoughts create your reality, that is when you can take control of your life again. Literally, when you understand that you dictate your life and your reality by what you think, it's a freaking game changer, people, okay? So trust me, I've been there to where I felt worthless, unloved, unworthy, fucking just lowest of the low, like just what is the purpose? I've been there, people, and trust me, if you just come with me down this path and really embrace it and believe and start to take notice of these things, I promise you, you will start to see a shift in your life and your energy and just your overall who you want to become. So I love it. So step 1, focus on your thoughts. Take note on how you speak to yourself and others. Like, see how you speak to others as well and how you're feeling. Like, you know, obviously when I had a temper, a little flare up, I was in a good mood, but what pissed me off was our service was horrible and the waitress was not nice. Like, she had an attitude from the minute we sat down. So as the night kept progressing, our service got worse and worse, and that's what initiated my reaction, which I should have just understood. Maybe she was having a rough night, it was a busy night, and I should have been more compassionate at the time, but that's not where my head was at or my energy. Like, I was thinking, like, what, our table's not good enough? Like, what did we do? You know, like, it was more egotistical thinking than it was in a compassionate alignment sort of way. So when you're in alignment with who you truly are meant to be, you understand and are more compassionate towards others that are not always the nicest or coming across to you as you feel that they should. Because everyone is processing this differently as a society, like as a species. Like, we are all humans, man, and we're all going through the same pandemic, and we're all dealing with this differently. We're all awakening at different times, and that can be a lot of intense energy. So even like going out as an empath, I try to wear my crystals more because I feel like it helps protect my energy. I smoke cannabis, that helps me as well. I know some spiritual, really high vibe and spiritual beings don't like cannabis. They say it lowers your vibe, and I understand what they mean, but I honestly use it for medicine. I don't want to take antidepressants, and it's helped me more than it's hindered me in my life. So that's why I choose to smoke cannabis, and I know it's not for everybody, but at least for me, that's what helps me maintain my own energy when I'm also around other energies. So, yeah, talk to yourself nicely. Like, self-talk is so important. So, you know, be your own best friend in not a weird way or like a conceited way. Be your own best friend. Think about how you would talk to your best friend and speak to yourself like that. So, like your best friend, like if I told my best friend, oh girl, I look fat in these jeans, she'd be like, girl, don't talk to yourself like that. So it's like those are the thoughts and the mindset you need to be programming. It is like reprogramming our brains, okay? So it's programming it to more positive things. And the more you change your thoughts, that's how you change your beliefs and what you believe you deserve as well. And then you'll start to change your reality, your environment, because you'll start to see what is benefiting you and what is not, and no longer serving you. So as you raise your vibration, you're going to see things that are no longer serving you start to fall away, or, you know, past patterns or old programming is going to come up. And those are just simply tests from the universe to see how bad do you want this? Are you committed? You got to put in the work too. The universe will give you what you put out, you know? So they're there. They're ready to support us. But we just have to do our part, really. So let's see, what else did I want to say? Because I feel like I'm getting off on tangents here. Yeah, I said that, observe them. So God gave us free will. And free will is basically that we as a species are allowed to create whatever world we desire. That's free will. We as a species are allowed to create whatever world we desire. And I'm sure people are going to be like, okay, Katie, nobody wanted this world that we're living in right now. I agree. But unfortunately, that's how it's been. It's been programmed that way because of old school mindset and fear and control and power in the wrong hands. So that's actually what has formed this reality into what it is now. But we are powerful human beings. We are natural creators. And when we start to take our power back, and by taking our power back, that is by loving ourselves, by connecting with ourselves, by embracing who we are, by making sure we're trying to become the best version of ourselves and not reactive to what's thrown upon us. So we are given everything we need to survive, and what we do in our time and our resources on this planet is completely up to us. That is what free will states. So it's up to us, guys, and to start to change and manifest and raise the vibration of the planet. It all comes and starts from within ourselves. If each of us could sit down and heal some of our past wounds, which is not always easy, but the more we heal and are in tune with our true selves and source, that's how we can shift and create a better reality and hopefully a better future for our younger generations. So, hello, the big takeaway from this, the law of the universe. Law of the universe, what is that? Like attracts like. And whatever path is the least resistance is what it's going to take. So what you focus on expands. So if you're focusing on positivity and becoming your best self and choosing healthy habits and protecting your immune system and being grateful in the moments, that is how we can start to shift our reality out of this chaotic state of fear, madness, control, and really embrace what we came here to do as a species, as humanity, as light workers, just to help change the vibration of this planet to a more peaceful and compassionate one. So the biggest takeaway is literally, like, if you haven't taken away anything from this video and you're just like, okay, Katie, I'm done with you yapping, you got to take away this, okay? Your thoughts will manifest your reality. Whatever you think you deserve, you will manifest. I felt like I deserved a relationship that did not always treat me great. I felt like I deserved that at the time. Now I look back and I'm like, I would never put up with half that shit now. Not even. Like, like now I'm like, what were you thinking, girl? But at that time, that's how I felt. So I just am proof that you can literally change your reality multiple times. Even my DUIs, I felt worthless. I felt like I wanted to go into business for myself. And I was like, who's going to want to be in business with me? Like, I'm, you know, on paper, I look like crap. But that is, those moments are where you can literally say, no, this is not who I am, and take action, and make those baby steps to start changing your reality. And manifestation is one of those things. And I'm so grateful that I started becoming more spiritual and becoming more one with self. And if you want to know more about manifesting with the moon energy, I have other videos on that and I could do more. So definitely comment below. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And, you know, if you like my videos, I'd love if you like. And definitely if you want to see more, subscribe below. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and go manifest an amazing life. And remember, it starts with thinking about positive things and talking to ourselves positively. We have to align with our goals. Our thoughts have to be in alignment with our goals. So if our goals are up here and we're like, oh, I could never get there, that's not in alignment. So your thoughts have to be in alignment to achieve your goal. Your thoughts dictate your reality. So seriously, if you do anything with this video, please just kind of look and see how you talk to yourself and others, and just start trying to manifest a better life for yourself. And I'm so grateful for you guys that watch my videos and are hopefully getting value from these. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm out. Peace, love, and namaste.